Welcome to the video on how to use Icon SE candlesticks for price trend analysis. Now, quite often it becomes difficult for traders to analyze strength of trend, and this in turn makes planning a trade difficult. In this video, I will be showing you how to tackle this problem and how to analyze price trend by giving out 3 specific steps for trend analysis. If you are someone who struggles with price trend analysis, then this video would help you take a step towards knowing how to do it. Now, once you understand how to use Icon SE candlesticks for price trend analysis, you would then understand how to apply these concepts in intraday, swing and positional trading. So let's get started. So let us first begin with why size of Icon SE candle matters in price trend analysis. Now in Icon SE trend analysis, there are 2 kinds of candles. First is initiation candle and second is continuation candle. Now initiation candle is one that sets the tone of trend and defines underlying momentum for price. This is why initiation candles are the most important in trend analysis and price action trading. Now continuation candles are ones that reaffirm the direction of trend and are useful to increase positions in the direction of trend. In the chart in front of you, I have posted bullish candles and bearish candles. Let us take up bullish candles first. The first 2 candles that you see are trend initiation candles. Look at the size of these candles with respect to the range. Clearly, these wide range candles represent underlying momentum and buyers' interest. The last 2 candles that you see here are trend continuation candles. These are smaller in size and reaffirm the direction of trend. If you look at the bearish candles here, first 2 candles are trend initiation candles and remaining 2 are trend continuation candles. Now, when you begin with price trend analysis, always look for initiation Icon SE candles and then look for continuation candles. Let me explain this in detail. In this chart in front of you, price has moved from 4150 to 4475. This is roughly a move of 8% on the upside. If you look at the trend structure though, it is still very weak. If you look at the beginning of up move, there is no initiation Icon SE candles that you can spot on the chart. Even if you look at this region, look at the range of candles here. All these candles look like trend continuation candles and do not look like trend initiation candles. If you look at this second region here, still the range of candle does not suggest presence of strong players in the market. There is just one strong candle here, but other than this, most Icon SE candles here lack the element of strength and momentum. Now even in this region, if you see, there are no initiation candle visible. Price moved up on back of very less momentum and eventually sellers drove the price lower. If you look at all the bearish Icon SE candles on this chart, look at their respective range. All these candles that you see are much stronger than bullish Icon SE candles on this chart. Now, relative comparison of bullish and bearish candles is one more way to determine who remains in control in market. And this is something you should practice quite often. As a rule of thumb, if you see price moving up and absence of initiation candles within that up move, then always suspect the underlying trend. Up move has to begin on back of strong Icon SE candles. In this chart, let us see how a strong uptrend looks like. Now, after price moved lower here and couple of indecision candles came up, look at these 2 Icon SE candles here. Now, these are clear initiation candles that you can spot on the chart. Such candles usually set the foundation of trend and hence these should be tracked closely. Now both these Icon SE candles are wide range candles and represent strength and momentum. In the previous chart, if you see, these candles were clearly missing. So henceforth in price trend analysis, look out for presence of such strong candles on the chart. If you cannot spot such candles, then simply stay away from the stock or index futures you're willing to trade. Now in this chart, as trend progressed higher, trend continuation candles consistently show up. During the same time, there are no indecision candles that are visible on the chart. It is only when trend begins to mature and momentum begins to fade, we begin to spot these indecision candles that I've marked on the chart. Post this, price consolidates in a range and starts moving lower. Let us now see how a weak downtrend looks on the chart. In this chart in front of you, price moved higher and then indecision candles showed up on the chart. Post this, price started moving lower. If you look at the down move that has happened, it has happened on back of weak initiation Icon SE candles. These candles that I've marked on the chart do not represent strength and momentum. The only strong bearish candles that I can spot on the chart is marked here. Other than this, all candles are weak bearish candles. Now, while trying to short sell in the market, you have to make sure that trend strength and momentum is visible right from the beginning. This is more important when you're trying to short sell than when you're looking to buy into a stock. Now, you need to remember that at times demand comes in a bit late, and therefore when you're buying into a stock, you need to be patient. But when it comes to short selling, you have to ensure that trend strength and momentum is clearly visible. In this chart in front of you, there are plenty of bearish continuation candles that are visible. However, without the initiation candles in the beginning, continuation candles do not amplify downtrend on this chart. As a rule of thumb, whenever you are looking to short sell in the market, always do so after you spot strong initiation candles on the chart. If you cannot spot initiation candles, then do not attempt to short sell. Most likely, you will be short selling into a weak bearish trend. Let us now see how to identify strong downtrend using Icon SE candlesticks. Now, in this chart in front of you, as price moves lower, look at the first three Icon SE candles here. Each candle that you see here is an initiation candle which is wide in range and represents strong momentum and trend. Now take a snapshot of this chart, as this is what you need to spot on your own charts. Now during price trend analysis, look out for presence of such strong candles on the chart. If you cannot spot such candles, then simply stay away or look for another stock to trade. Now in this chart, as trend progressed lower, trend continuation candles consistently showed up. I have marked the same on the chart. Now during this time, there are no indecision candles on the chart as well. Now after a 5 to 7% decline in price, first set of indecision candles begin to show up. Price again attempts to move lower, but eventually it starts consolidating sideways. I hope you can see how important initiation candles are towards analysis of overall price trend. Strong initiation candles ensure a strong foundation for trend, and this in turn propels prices higher on momentum. Now within a trend, both initiation and continuation candles are important. In a trend, however, initiation candles need to be confirmed by continuation candles. This is an important step and this should not be skipped. So let us now come to the section of how to assess supply strength in downtrend through Icon SE candlesticks. To assess strength of supply, you need to assess strength of bearish candles and weakness of bullish candles. Learning to assess this would help you holding positions in a trend and also to analyze underlying strength or weakness on the chart. If you look at this chart in front of you, after these two initiation candles here, price moved lower. Clearly, these two candles that you see are wide range candles and represent strength and momentum. Post this, look at how weak bullish candles show up on the chart. Most of these candles here are narrow range candles accompanied with indecision candles. Clearly, there is no sign of price moving up here. At this point, you again get two initiation candles and price moves lower. From this swing low point, price moves higher on back of narrow range candles. Now all these candles that you spot here are again narrow range candles which lack strength and momentum. If you again see here, price moves lower on back of strong bearish Icon SE candles. Again, an attempt to move higher is seen here with narrow range candles. Post this, down move continues in the stock. Always remember that while assessing strength of weakness, you need to assess strength of bearish candles and weakness of bullish candles together. This actually forms a robust framework for price trend analysis. Let me now come to the section of how to assess demand strength through Icon SE candlesticks. To assess strength of demand, you need to assess strength of bullish candles and weakness of bearish candles. If you look at the chart in front of you, after these two initiation candles here, price started moving higher. Clearly, these two candles that you see on the chart are wide in range and represent strength and momentum. Post this, look at how weak bearish candles have showed up on each instance. Now, most of these candles are narrow range candles accompanied with indecision candles. Now throughout this chart, you keep getting bullish Heikin Ashi candles and weak bearish candles. Now look at all these candles here, all are weak in terms of range and momentum. Now while price is in uptrend, it is not necessary for strong bullish candles to show up consistently. This requirement though should be fulfilled when price is in downtrend. Now always remember that while assessing strength of up move, you need to assess strength of bullish candles, consistency of continuation candles, and weakness of bearish candles together. In this section, we will see why continuation candles are as important as initiation candles. Now, a couple of slides back, I had mentioned that for successful price trend analysis, you will need continuation candles to confirm the bullish or bearish bias of initiation candles. Now, let me explain this here. If you look at the chart in front of you, these are two initiation candles that are visible here. Now, while the first one had a long shadow, second one reaffirmed the direction of trend and momentum. These two candles were coming on back of long shadow demand candles as I've marked here on the chart. Now once these initiation candles showed up, there was no confirmation from continuation candles. We just got a couple of indecision candles here and price started moving lower. The key thing here is to be aware of the importance of both initiation candle and continuation candle. It is the combination of these two that make Heikin Ashi a very powerful charting method. Now, if you look at the chart in front of you, these two are strong initiation candles visible here. Now, both these candles are very strong and were coming on back of long shadowed demand candles as I've marked on the chart. Now, once these two initiation candles showed up, look at how consistently continuation candles reaffirmed the direction of trend. Now, in this section, while few indecision candles are visible, price did not move lower. Emergence of continuation candles again reaffirmed the direction of trend. Always remember that initiation candles have to be confirmed by continuation candles. This is the right way to analyze a stock's trend. Now, without confirmation, risk always exists for trend to not continue and for prices to move lower. If you look at the chart in front of you, there are two initiation candles visible here. Now, once these initiation candles showed up, there was no confirmation in form of continuation candles. We just got a couple of indecision candles here and then price started moving higher. Now, there's one important point you have to consider while analyzing downtrend, and that is confirmation is more important when price is moving lower. Now, when price is moving higher, confirmation is important, but at times one can spot confirmation 2 to 3 candles later. But in a downtrend, make sure you're constantly looking for confirmation at each stage. If you look at this chart in front of you, there are two initiation Heikin Ashi candles visible here. Now, once these initiation candles showed up, there was no confirmation from continuation candles. Again, this is very similar to what we saw in the previous chart. Now, in this region here, after two initiation candles, we've got one indecision candle and then price started moving higher. So if one looks at these initiation candles here and takes the trade, these would eventually stop out. Now, this is precisely why one needs both initiation and continuation candles to confirm trajectory of price. I hope this particular aspect is clear. If you just consider initiation candle or continuation candle to analyze the trend, then more often than not, you will see price not moving as per your expectation. This will also lead to drawdown in your own account. Hence, do follow this concept of combining both these candles together for better results. Let me now introduce you to a very strong Heikin Ashi price action pattern. If you look at this chart in front of you, there are three expanding Heikin Ashi candles visible. The first candle is smaller than the second candle, and the second candle is smaller than the third candle. In price trend analysis, if you find this happening, then do take note of this, as this is a high probability trending pattern wherein price continues to move in the direction of trend. Now, when price moves higher, there will be pause in trend, but don't sell positions during that. You have to only sell if there is a clear bearish Heikin Ashi candle on the chart. Now, more often than not, price will again start trending higher. Now in this chart, you do see expansion pattern playing out on the downside. These three candles that you see here complete the pattern, and from there on price struggles to move higher and consistently moves lower. If you look in this entire part, I have completely ignored volume and Icon SE together. And this is mainly because I will be taking up combination of this in the subsequent part. Expansion pattern that I have shown here is valid across all time frames, and if this pattern forms at the beginning of new price cycle, then odds of pattern playing out certainly improves a great deal. Now I have clubbed in this pattern in this video as it is not identified as a standard technical analysis pattern. In the next part, I will cover application of Icon SE with standard patterns, volumes, and moving averages. Let us now come to price trend analysis rules for Icon SE candlesticks, and these will be required in subsequent parts. Rule number 1. Always check for trend initiation candle in the beginning of trending move. If initiation candles are not visible, move to the next instrument. Do not forget that initiation candles set the foundation of trend, and the stronger these candles are, the better it is for overall trend. Rule number 2. For taking a trade, you need to assess strength of candles to assess who remains in control. That is, buyers or sellers. This has to be done prior to each trade that you take. For strength of candle, you need to refer to range of candle as this represents strength and momentum. Rule number 3. Once you spot initiation candles, wait for confirmation in form of continuation candles. This is an important step, and this increases odds of trade being profitable. Without confirmation, you risk entering early, and this in turn could impact your profit potential. These three rules put together will be helpful to take trades based on price action patterns and moving averages in subsequent parts. Now these concepts work well across all time frames and for all instruments. Please do leave comments below, as I know there will be doubts which remain unanswered. I reply to each and every comment, and I encourage you to post your doubts no matter how basic they are. So kindly consider hitting the like button and sharing this video if you find the content useful. Thanks a lot for watching this video, guys. Take care and be safe.